Hello, my name's Caroline, also known as Carnite. In this video I'm going to look at installing content and also look at content folders and how to tell DAZ Studio where those folders are. This is the folder structure that is set up when DAZ Studio 3 is installed. It's under Username, Documents, DAZ 3D, Studio 3, Content. The content file structure was originally designed to work with Poser, another 3D program. And Poser uses a content structure that has a folder called Runtime at the top of the tree. So any content that can be used in either DAZ Studio or Poser is installed into this Runtime folder. It's important that you don't go inside this Runtime folder and start moving files around, as your content may not work anymore. Any content that is only to be used in DAZ Studio and not Poser is installed into other folders under this content folder. In my previous video, I showed you how to organize by categories. In this video, I'm looking at folders as list so that I can show you how the folder structure works. Under Edit menu, Preferences, Directories, you can see that the content folder we were just looking at is listed under DAZ Studio Formats Native. When I click here, I have a Poser format option, and the same folder is listed here, and that's the location of the Runtime folder. You do need to have both these entries even if you don't have Poser. One is for DAZ Studio specific content only, and the Poser one is for all the other content. Notice that the folder path ends in Content. Until you're comfortable with DAZ Studio, you should always install into the Content folder. When you install your content, you tell the DAZ Studio installer where your Runtime and Content folders are. In this folder I have some installers of content that I purchased from DAZ 3D. Over time, DAZ 3D have changed the installers to be easier to use. This is the current installer program, and these are older installers. In addition to this, you'll notice that there are two installers for the Sun Temple and two installers for Michael Four's Tuxedo. This is because DAZ 3D caters for both Poser and for DAZ Studio. Looking at the file sizes of these, you can see that the Sun Temple file sizes are similar. However, the two sizes for Michael Four's Tuxedo are very different. When the two file sizes are similar, you only have to install one of them. DS indicates that this is for DAZ Studio and the DPC is for Poser. However, when the file sizes are different, as they are for Michael Four's Tuxedo, you need to install both the DPC file and the DS file. I'll install the Sun Temple, and I'm asked if I want to create an uninstaller. I'll show you what that does in a moment. I'll say yes to this one, accept the agreement, and I'm going to specify the installation path. This is the content folder that I showed you earlier, so I'm going to accept that path, and the Sun Temple installs into the Runtime inside that content folder. And I requested that it created an uninstaller, which is under All Programs, DAZ Productions. And then you have the option to uninstall the Sun Temple if you want to. The DAZ Bull is an older installer, but it works in the same way. Install to the same content folder under the DAZ 3D folder in Documents. And the README will show where the bull can be found in DAZ Studio. Under Figures there should be a DAZ Animals folder containing the bull, and under Poses a DAZ Bull folder containing the poses. The oldest installer of all, Michael 3's Tunic, has this dialog: Searching for installed components. What that's doing is searching for a Poser installation, and of course if you don't have Poser, it might take quite a long time. So just click on Cancel, and it'll go to the next dialog screen. This installer doesn't present you with a list of your Runtime folders, so click on Browse, and the path that I'm using for my content is Users, Caroline, Documents, DAZ 3D, Studio 3, Content. and the tunic can be found under the Figures menu. I hope this helps with your content installation. Thanks for watching.